Yeah. I was right in the middle of a bad marriage, and Luke was in the middle of a very messy situation. He was working for a mobster named Frank Smith.
You're Luke? I remember when Frank Smith was at the center of the power structure of Port Charles. He had his hand in every deal in town. Then come to find out that he and his boys were running the town. Oh, he was a nasty character.
Oh, the nastiest. He knows just how to push a person's buttons, and in those days, Luke's buttons were so close to the surface, you know. He had grown up very poor. He desperately wanted to be somebody, you know, and...
In other words, he was ripe for trouble.
Absolutely, and the trouble found him. When we met, he was just about to cross over the line and never be able to come back. He was ordered to kill somebody in cold blood. I stopped him. But to this day, I don't believe that he would have ever done that. I just don't.
Your belief in him must have been a tremendous sense of strength to Luke. Did he stop working for Frank Smith?
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, he provided the evidence to put Frank behind bars. You see, that's the root of our trouble. We double-crossed Frank Smith. He's not about to let us forget about it. And then Luke and I got married, and we left Port Charles for a while. And we actually had a few very peaceful years. And then shortly after Lucky was born, Frank found us again. And he's really been trying to get even with us ever since.
Is that why you've lived all around the world?
Yes. Frank's men have chased us over 3 continents in the past 10 years. I felt very guilty about raising my son that way. You know, giving him absolutely no stability at all. But, you know, to tell you the truth, he actually thrives on it. He's an awful lot like his father in that way. But me, I longed for a real home. And, every time we'd settle in a new place, I knew that it was just a matter of time before we'd have to leave at a moment's notice. And so we'd rehearse Lucky in an emergency plan. You know, we'd drill it into him, just to make sure that he knew what to do in case Frank found us when we were separated. And that's what happened, you see, when we were in Canada. He put a bomb in our car to try to blow us up, but he got a friend of ours instead, and my son had to come all the way to Port Charles on his own. Yeah, Luke and I took a different route entirely, and that was it. That was when we knew we could not run anymore. We had to face this man.
I don't want to ask how.
Thank you very much. But I tell you, oh, I still believe in Luke. I have to believe in Luke. He made a decision 13 years ago to turn his back on that life with Frank Smith and everything that it was offering him. And beautiful things came out of that decision. Our life together, our son, this new baby.
You made a decision 13 years ago, too. Now, do you have any regrets?
No, I don't. How can you possibly regret doing the right thing? I'm glad I didn't have a crystal ball, though. I'm glad that I couldn't look down the line and see what the future held and what all the consequences would be, because that would have absolutely left me paralyzed.
But now you're straining in the future now to see the future for Lucky, for Luke, and this new baby you're carrying.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, you're right. Oh. And there's absolutely no point in that, is there? Because I'm losing sleep over that, and there's nothing I can do about it anyway, except to just continue doing what I've been doing, which is following my instincts.
And I would say your instincts have been right on so far.
Well, we've also been very lucky. Hence the name of our firstborn child. It's just,
Hard to know when your luck has run out.
You just have to trust in yourselves, trust in your love, and trust in the Lord.
Luke's made it happen, Frank. We're set.
Yeah, well, I have a problem with this safe house business. I feel a hell of a lot safer if I was out of the country.
Luke's got it figured right. They're gonna seal off the airport and all the roads. We wouldn't get 10 miles before we got nailed. And you'd be right back in here.
And the paperwork looks good?
Your transfer paper to Williams looks absolutely legit. And the Attorney General's letter is a work of art. You should see our IDs. Very impressive. It's official.
What about disguises? You and Spencer can't walk in here with your faces hanging out. Every screw in the joint knows who you are by now.
All taken care of.
All right. So it comes down at 6 o'clock. What about the van? You got a reliable driver?
Stone's a pro. We meet him about half a mile outside the gate. If anyone's following us, I lead them on a merry chase, while you and Luke make it to the safe house in the van. Piece of cake.
And we sit there freezing our butts off.
48 hours tops. Luke's probably gonna bring you some earmuffs. It's a slick plan, Frank. He's covered all bases.
Spencer's a smooth operator, all right. He always was.
You're as good as free.
Yeah. Too bad you have to take him out.
Excuse me? I thought we already...
I know what you thought, Sonny. And you made a good case. But on balance, I don't want Spencer alive after I'm out of here.
Contingency plans, that's all, darling.
Okay? That's the plan.
Okay. Okay, worst case scenario. Something radically wrong happens, and the three of us are back on the road. The usual. Phony passports, driver's license, social security, papers, birth certificates, credit cards.
Got it?
Okay, next scenario. Something happens to me.
Well, that's the worst case scenario.
Cash. The rest of it is in a safe deposit box. This is your key.
Right.
Now, sweetheart, if there is trouble, I think the one part of Frank's deal that we can count on is that you and Lucky will be safe. So if Anyway, you won't have to leave Port Charles.
Okay, I understand.
I'm not gonna die, Laura. I wouldn't do that to you. How would I live with myself?
Great. So you're a real comedian, aren't you?
Sweetheart. Speaking of cash, I'm gonna have some on me. I don't want to touch this, so I have to make a run to the safety deposit box. I'll be back in half an hour, okay?
Okay. I have one more question. Do I have to pack a backpack now for Lucky?